Okay, so this is our third map, the Fairfax County block groups. And right now it looks like the whole United States counties. And we're going to change that. So let's go up here to select by attributes, USA counties, new selection, make sure that says that, clause, add a clause, and we're going to choose name of the county is equal to Fairfax. There it is. And then we run it. And it should select it. Let's see if it did. And there's Fairfax right over here. So now what we do is we right click on USA counties and go to, not zoom to layer, go to selection and choose zoom to selection. So now we're zoomed in on Fairfax. Now this is not the detailed counties layer, so it has like sort of jagged edges. It's not real detailed. I kind of wish we had the more detailed one. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add it so that we can get a better result. Okay, so this is a good way for you to learn the difference of how you discover you made a mistake by looking at the resolution when you get there. All right, so I'm going to remove that USA counties from this map, and I'm going to go instead, and I'm going to grab this detailed counties, turning this into a teachable moment. Okay, and now we've got all these counties and it's taken forever to build it, but we're not going to worry about all of them because we're going to do the same thing. Go to select by attribute and detail county, new selection, clause, and do the same thing. Name is equal to Fairfax County, and then run it. It highlighted it again, right click, go to selection, and then zoom to selection. Notice how much more detail there is in that border and around Fairfax City. Okay, and this is appropriate for the level that we're working at. Okay, this is not projected, and we're going to fix that too. So first thing we're going to do is go to detailed counties, and we're going to go to data, export it, detailed county. Let's click on the folder for browse. Takes us back to our project folder where all of our other layers live, and we're going to call this Fairfax County, and then save it and run it. And you can't tell how much has happened because of the same color, but if you remove detailed counties now, you see that you only have Fairfax. And notice it's kind of fat. So what we're going to do is try something new here. I want you to go to the internet and go to, type in UTM zones. And if you look here, if we look at one of these pictures, you can see that, come on, get large here so we can look at it. Okay, well, but you can see that Virginia is split. We're in, yeah, I can't get this to be much larger. Here we go. We're in Virginia 18. There's 60 of these. Okay, you go all the way around the world like orange slices. And we live in zone 18. And we can use that. There's another one we can use that's even better, and it's called State Plane, but we'll get into that later. But you know, if we were talking about JMU or Virginia Tech, we would use zone 17, but up here in Northern Virginia, we are in zone 18, so that's what we're going to use. So we're going to right click on Fairfax County and go to properties. Go to, oh, I'm sorry, I clicked in the wrong spot. Cancel. I meant to click on Fairfax County block groups here. Okay, so on the map itself, go to properties. and we're going to change this to a projected coordinate system, and we're going to look for UTM, UTM, and 1983, and we want zone 18. And now it's not so squish, okay? And so now we're going to go over here to catalog, and we're going to find roads, but they're not going to be in census, they're going to be in transportation. So let's just go with major highways. Okay, so here we go, add it to the current map. Those are the major highways running through our area, okay? Washington, D.C. over here. So let's clip these. Oh, you can even see the toll road here going up to the airport. So let's clip these roads just to the county. So you go up here to Analysis, click on Tools, and then type clip in here because it's not in our list of most often used ones. Type clip, and just click on the first one. The input feature is going to be the highways. We want to clip them. The feature we're going to use to clip it is our new Fairfax County. And we're going to call this, let's just call it Fairfax HWYS, highways. Okay, and that's it, and then run it. And once again, it looks like nothing happened because the color stayed the same. But if you remove the major highways, you now have roads just within Fairfax. Okay? And this would be a good time to save up here at the top. All right, so let's try to find just Interstate 66 and just see how long it is. How long is this road inside of Fairfax County? So let's select it out. We're going to chuck all the others. I'm just doing some random things here to teach you some skills. And so we're going to open up Fairfax County highways and look at the attribute table for a minute. And you can see here are all the names of the highways, the symbols, and all that. And it has little segments. Every one of the segments of each of the roads, they don't actually, you'll notice there's no continuous road here. Here's 235, and it has these different segment lengths. It's because it's actually broken up into chunks, okay? But what I'd like to look for here is 66, and highway type, it looks like we would probably search under highway symbol. Let's see if that works, and we'll just try to isolate Route 66 and then move on. We'll do something on it later. Okay, so go to Selection, back to Map, and we're going to go Select My Attributes and change this to, well, it's still Fairfax Highways, but we want to do this new selection clause, and we want highway symbol is equal to 60. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if we can find 66. There it is. Add, and then run it. There it is. We got all of Route 66. Okay. So what I want to do is we're just going to export it as its own layer, and then we're going to give it its own symbology. So right-click on Highways, Data, Export Features, Fairfax Highways, Output Feature Class. We're going to change this to I dash. Let's leave out the dash. You may not like it. Let's just call it Interstate 66. Okay, and run that. And it made a new one. But this time I want you to click on its symbol for Interstate 66. And we're going to change its hit gallery, and this is actually a major interstate, divided highway, a limited access divided highway. Let's see what we got here. Limited access. Well, there's a lot of different colors here. We'll go with this red one. Okay, and then click your clear. If you can do it here, or you can do it up here if you already made that shortcut. But click your selections, and there's your Interstate Highway 66. Okay. And let's just turn off those roads for a minute. We're going to come back to that later, but I wanted to get everybody to that point. Okay. Now turn off 66, and we'll go ahead and turn off all the roads. Now, in our catalog, go to close the transportation, open up census blocks, and get the block groups. Add to map. Oops, that's not right. Oops. Add to current map. Now they load pretty quickly this time because we're already zoomed into a small area. We didn't have to wait for the whole country to load. We literally only loaded what you can see. But we still can't tell which ones are in Fairfax. So one way to change that is to put Fairfax on top. Okay? Yeah, you can even make Fairfax transparent if you want to. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so let's select the block groups that are just within Fairfax County. So we're going to clip them. So well, we could do a number of things. We could intersect them. There's multiple ways to search for them, but I'm going to use the clip because we're familiar. So go to analysis and choose tools, and clip is still selected. So we used it recently, so here it is. And the input feature, we want to clip the block groups. We want to use Fairfax County to do the clipping. And we're going to call this Fairfax block groups. And then run it. And so now we have that done, so we can remove block groups. And you'll see we have Fairfax County underneath. Okay? Now do the same thing with this layer that you have done for all the others. Let's make a choropleth map for block groups that is just for your ethnicity that you chose earlier. Oops, I went to properties. Click, go to symbology, go to graduated colors, choose your demographic and normalize it. This is interesting. This is Hawaiian and Pacific Islanders. A lot of the Pacific Islander nations join our military, our Navy and Marines. Hawaii, Guam, the Marianas Islands, and they are concentrated here because this is where the military is. And I'm not really sure this could be Filipinos also. It really depends on how they classify themselves in a census. Okay, so for now, this will be a good place to stop, and I'll show you how to do a few more things in class, and if I need to, I think I'll make another video to review the things we do next time. Okay.